Alright, so... right out the gate, I need to do something real quick. I have a completely vanilla, normal, non-obtrusive headache coming in, so I'm going to take some painkillers real quick, and it will be a non-issue. Now, despite the statement of, I'm going to take painkillers, and, I have an oncoming headache, I think at this point I'm fully recovered from the migraine. I'm finding it easier to talk, and my mind is a bit sharper. Maybe that's why it hurts. You can't expect Ratty to think at all, can you? Now, I'm going to pose a somewhat unpleasant question for some. Right out the gate, I'm running out of things to do in Starbound. I can keep searching for those audio logs. No, not audio logs, but codices, but, I've already spent quite a bit of this playthrough searching for codices. And, at what point does it become unreasonable for me to continue searching? How many times do I have to roll the dice going to different planets and whatnot before I can just say, no, I've gone to enough, I don't want to look anymore. It is no longer reasonable to ask me to search. And, that's the big question of the day. Take a visit to the hunting caverns. Start off with something, I'd say de-rust, but, I suppose the real answer is, well, real statement is to loosen up a little bit. Go to the hunting grounds, take care of the hunting grounds. Take a roll at that statue, take a roll at the boss weapon. You can't make me. I have incredible speed. Orb. I am not stuck. I can leave anytime I choose. Okay, so clearly there's just more than one, Nuru spawned in the map at any given time. Mildly disappointing. Actually, we'll yoink these real quick and then dab out. Yeah, I don't care about losing mission progress. Realistically, the things I wanted were from the boss themselves. So if they don't drop it, I can just end it immediately, instead of bothering to check the, what's it called? Bothering to check the final chest or finish out the sequence. You know, I wonder if they said like, oh yeah, the Apex stuff is found around, what in the world are they called? Frozen stars, except they're not. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than, like, they changed the world gen during development. And, they just said, oh yeah, go to these particular star systems, that'll have this particular group in it. We promise TM, except it doesn't. They just spawn randomly, regardless of that. Because, like... Oh, hey look, another chakra. I really do want to go back through my playlist of Starbound again to see her character. Like, did I actually, for the cat, run into avians more often than I should have on planets I should have? Because it feels like it, but that might just be one of those. Well, I'm in the moment and I recall vaguely TM, and I'm. What would the term be? I'm reinforcing a false narrative of, yeah, I run into the birds all the time. When the reality is I haven't run into them a whole lot more. It'll be something to see. Acting like I'd actually, you know, go through the trouble. But maybe. Just maybe. I'll think about it. Fish? Really? The birds... Well... The birds and... At least they're not the bees. I wonder if the saying goes the birds, the bees, the florins, and the trees in Starbound. There's nothing in here that has my interest. I found 2 colonies. In quotes, I don't think there's gonna be anything else on this planet. But I'm gonna take a quick peek. If I find avian stuff, I'll know I've looped. So I suppose I should kind of talk about like the whole like, oh yeah, I'm kind of finishing up this playthrough Starbound because I under principle refuse to do the bounty hunter stuff again. And we know this is a sewer, but we'll keep going until we find the birds. But right, the statement of I'm done with Starbound, or at least this playthrough, because I under principle refuse to do the bounty hunter stuff again. It's just, it's not fun. I didn't intend on doing mech stuff, but we kind of got roped into doing that because we could do mech stuff without doing mech stuff. It gets the drift due to the RPG stats mod adding this hover thing, because this works in space, in the vacuum, and that makes it very, very feasible, very, very nice, doable. Also, those were the birds, so we're done on this planet. But other than repeatedly pulling the absolutely free gotcha lever of go to system, go to planets, did you get your Apex lab drop? If no, keep searching. While this doesn't cost me real money, it costs me time. And you might have noticed that I'm a bit of a boring person, so I don't have an infinite number of stories to tell. Sure, I could rant and rave about stuff. But, is that why you're here? I assume you'd show up for the game and stay for the addled rat. But the reality is, I can only do the repetitive motions so long. Insert innuendo here. But you get what I mean, I'm sure. How many times am I going to go to new planets and, like, eventually, it's a certainty that I will eventually find what I'm looking for. I mathematically would have to, if given enough time. But is that what I want to spend my limited time on? More birds. Alright, so this is a bird system. There are birds here. Well, I can always ask if Pandy shows up, like, hey, can you just give me a rundown of those final codices that I just can't find that I'm fairly certain don't exist? Oh, you're the unique variant. I still don't understand why it's a fully woolen creature with a bare ass. Why? Oh, hey, look, the wrong kind of apex. We could talk to them, but I don't think their AI turned on yet. That or that one just... Oh, it was in combat. How's it feel being someone's artificial pet? I mean, I don't think that's the proper way to refer to streamers, but hey, what do I know? This is what it feels like to be an e-girl. I'll need more information. Why am I bothering? I mean, we had what, double bird? Also, we're done here. That bone boo doesn't have a fruit on it, and these are going to be empty because... Okay, maybe they're not empty, but you get the point. I don't think it's physically possible for an Apex lab to spawn on an ocean world, so we're not going to bother going there. Well, it could be one of those above-ground ones. But I think that requires an amount of like, incredible luck that I don't think I have. Like, insert statement about like, probability and how unlikely it is for that to happen. drop off the majority of our money, and then go down to the planet's surface. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's not right. No, don't worry about it. It'll be fine, dear viewer. Tiny miniature bit of frame drop there, so don't worry about it. What in the world are you doing? Hold on, something's not right. Oh, alright, I need you to work with me here. What are you doing? Sorry, there's some numbers that aren't matching up on my end. I apologize. It's insane. It's stupid. Don't worry about it. This is literally a me problem. And the worst part is, this isn't something I could have tested before, starting the stream here. That's fine. Absolutely no problem there. Here we are. Yeah, that's right, I guess. Well, that's fine, I guess. Maybe they're doing something different on the back end. That's bizarre. I apologize. I'm really sorry about that. Not that it makes much difference to you. You've probably already clicked off or decided to do something else. And I don't blame you. Poison. Poison, specifically for me. Rat poison. You know, I think it'll be nice to go back to Vermintide 2 soon-ish. It'll be nice to do something else. Hunt the Crutter. As in the creature's name is the Crutter, or... Four wooden logs and 4 coal to Smokey. You want torches, don't you? Okay. Suppose the jokes write themselves, but... anyone feel like they've been exposed to something that confuses them greatly? Just me? The crazy pills setting in? Ah, and it's Nyx. Adorable Nyx. With a quack. How are you today, Nyx? Axes, and you've just finished work. How lovely. I'm sure that's it. Great. I mean, that's just outright armor. That's got some flair to it. Ah, another record player. These Nova kids seem much more interested in giving me work to do. You have ads. Well, there's a simple solution to that now, isn't there, Nyx? Alright, well, Nyx is going to be distracted by advertisements of some description. I'm curious to know what brand TM is stuck advertising on my awful channel. This terrible place that is a dead end for a great many things. Ah, you've returned. What kind of ad did you get stuck with? Please tell me it was a beer ad. Make me chuckle. Audiobooks. Well, that's the kind of advertisement I can support full heart. I was gonna say full stop, and then I went for wholeheartedly, and then I combined all the words. Granted, whenever it comes to me personally, I prefer reading my books, but I guess if there's someone here, that's the kind of ad they should expect. The only reason someone would stop by is because they want the audiobook TM flair. A great deal of explosions. It occurs to me that in Borderlands 2, I'm at Bloodsplosion Melee Krieg, and I'm kind of doing something similar here in good old Starbound. Those magic explosions can chain to other enemies, and why am I... Oh, right, I'm going through this place because these guys exist. I hate flying enemies, I hate them so much. Right, before Nyx got kidnapped by advertisements, I was going to ask. Nyx, do you have a slow cooker? Have you, in recent memory, or at really at any point that stands out within your mind, had a day where you're just like, alright, toss some stuff in the slow cooker, and just, you come home to a house or an apartment just filled with aroma? But it's not done yet, so you have to wait. You have to sit there and you have to bask in the smell of the meal to be before you're allowed to eat. So we're done on this planet. You usually use the slow cooker for making stew. Mine mostly ends up for various kinds of meat. Not that I mind. Meat is good. But back to the point, back to the statement of you get home, you're hit with that smell, you go, you check the timer, and it's just like, it's not done yet. We gotta wait. But the smell haunts you, and just the way it do be aromatic, it just makes you significantly more hungry as time passes. Like, it is surprising. Then you munch on other things. Well, you see, here's the thing. I couldn't do that. So, I slow cooked meat, potatoes, and for a change of pace, instead of minced dried onions, well, I say we, but I added fresh chopped onions. Ah, and you have more biscuits. Yes, and carrots. With some crushed red pepper. Garlic too. The salts. Normal pepper. I will say I did manage to eat before the stream, so that's a big plus for me. And I gotta say, it was so worth it. Food's so good that after the first bowl, you immediately go back for a second. Alright, I want to go to this system. What kind of biscuits do you have today? Sugar and almond? Or is it American biscuits instead of UK biscuits? I need to know. More maple biscuits. Ah, yes, you're off to consume. Well, I hope you enjoy your maple biscuits. I'm sure you don't need me to say that. You will, irregardless of my wishes. Mushrooms. I don't need to check any containers anymore. I don't need to go to settlements and talk to people. I don't need to scan things. They're all already scanned. Raw ribs. Alright, sign me up for a great number of raw ribs. Mushrooms are gross. So, when I was younger, I hated mushrooms, also Fishy Village. It wasn't until I had a teacher who for medical reasons, went vegan. And he's like, oh, no, like, you grow accustomed to mushrooms because you don't have access to meat anymore. It is the vegan's fake meat. And I'm just like, that makes no fucking sense, at which point I had, for the first time in my life, a vegan Subway hoagie of all things. And I'm like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. It's fake meat. I still don't like mushrooms, but I now have an appreciation for them. They look like slugs when they're cooked. I mean, why do you cook them like that? Gonna care what you look like as long as ye strong about? No. Like, you don't have to, like, saute mushrooms, you know, right? There are stuffed mushroom recipes and whatnot, and other things. It's like if you get mushroom on pizza. Well, there's more ways to have mushroom than just... I have no horse in this race. I have no reason to defend mushrooms here, but I'm inclined to do so. The sole purpose of being a contrarian. You can't eat mushrooms. Can't or won't. Your body rejects. Oh, there's an innuendo, a euphemism to be made here. But, that would be really weird, so I'm not gonna do that. So I will say, don't worry, don't let it bother you, Nix. There are a lot of girls out there who just don't like the mushroom. I apologize, but, no I don't. I'm not sorry. Oh, we're in a flesh biome again. I'm such a fun guy. Why am I like this? Nix... Why am I like this? You and I are both well aware of the overlap in streamers we watch. Also, hi Pandy. We're looking for the codices, and we're asking the difficult question of, is it worth our time? And also questioning mushrooms, of all things. It's less about your writing and more of how many streams have I spent literally basically dedicated to going planet to planet looking for Apex labs and just not finding them. How much more time do I want to invest into this series, TM, into Starbound, to find your writing? At what point is it no longer reasonable for me to search? How many pulls on the RNG gotcha lever before it becomes unreasonable? And the moment you stop looking for them. I think the biggest problem I'm running into is that there's just been so little progress for so long. And I guess the way to phrase it is the abject lack of hope, the lack of progress. Like, it was fine for a while, but like... There's been a bit of a drought, and even when we did find one, we got a repeat instead of finding something new. And I get that, like, according to you anyways, it's all coded to be fair, to be fine, but I'm just getting unlucky. So at what point do I want to stop running the numbers? This is also a funny problem we're having in Quit Torturing Myself. It's not that bad. And I'm actively choosing to do this. I could be playing Borderlands 2 right now, but I'm choosing to play this RNG Fest instead. And I do want to see what your writing is, because you wrote these codices, allegedly. And I want to know. Because you've told me my hypothesis on Cat Story and, what in the world is it called? Toxoplasmosis is incorrect. So I want to know, but at the same time, how much do I want to know? Is the real question. How far does my patience go? I've spent several streams of 4 hours or more going planet to planet looking and not making progress. And this is the frustration. Also, there's an ad break. I think the way Twitch decided to do advertisements has changed, and Andy, congratulations on being subscribed, so you don't see those. Someone gifted you a sub some time ago, so yeah, that's not a you problem. I think that's an entire larva set. Bit odd, however. You've never seen an ad? Well, that's probably because you have the third-party extension that I'm not technically allowed to talk about. Either on YouTube? Nope.
Shut up!
Ah, Nix. Nix with a tier 1 subscription with the message, "Fuck your ads." Yes. Thank you, Nix. Thank you so much. This pleases the rat. Seven ads in a row. I don't blame you. I think Twitch redid the way they're doing ads again, because I looked over at my OBS dashboard and it's just like, oh hey, your stream is booted up. Would you like 300 ads before 300 pre-rolls? We know you haven't started yet, but would you like to scare off any potential viewers? Also, you have too many badges for it to show, so you can only listen currently. Ah. Well, that's how it goes, Turi. And you have an entire computer dedicated to network stuff. I have no idea. So the partner works in tech support clearly, and they did some router shenanigans, didn't they? Sounds like a pie hole. Yep, that sounds about right. Once again, find fish. Look, I'm here for like 2 reasons. 1, to find codices for the cats, and 2 to become a wraith. I'm so close to becoming a wraith. mighty need. Never worked tech support in his life, you think, and it's a... You had it somewhere. Greetings, fish. You've chosen a strange place to set up shop. It's a PF sense. Oof sense. I don't know. I'm barely tech literate, and by tech literate, I mean I'm tech illiterate. I'm so spectacularly stupid that it's a surprise that I even function. And by surprise that I function, I don't really function either. Wraith unlocked! At last I can be the spooky ghost. Might be wondering, why, Ratty? Why was this something you wanted? Soulless Whisper. PF Sense is... virtual machine to make a dedicated firewall router for a network. It sounds very confusing. Sounds like tech stuff. Suffocation immunity. Glorious. Hold on a sec. Wraith has even less health. I'm down to 52.2 health. Due to the fact that I'm a wizard that's playing as a cat and a wraith. Minus 50% physical resistance. As a wraith, should I not be borderline immune to physical damage? Cat wraith wizard. I am an undead cat wizard. Oh. I see, I'm not affected by gravity. Oh god, I'm so fast now. Between worlds, I'd like to get off this wild ride. Oh, poison resist augment. Wasn't that necessary for the poison glove? Upon attempting to jump, you hover towards the direction you are holding. Instead, while doing so, you are completely immune to damage. You can phase through blocks. Cost 40 energy per second. Oh, I shattered my ankles. I got hit with that Newtonian cross-up. Alright, I think I need to go back to the teleshop and take a look. Ball. More like a cadaver. So magic shield is what we have, body tech. Light tick. Okay, so dark phase. Oh, we're going places we were never meant to go. It is way, way slower, but being able to just this does things for me in ways I cannot explain. Sucks to suck, nerds. Imagine having to worry about reality. What happens if I let go? Ah, I see, it just traps me for a little bit. What is going on? I unlocked a dark phase, finally. It's way, way slower. But, I can just pass through objects now. Where no cat was meant to go. I'm beyond ecstatic. This will slow down exploration a little bit, but hear me out, that's a good thing, because... Hold on. Wait. Oh, I can even attack while I'm invulnerable. That's spicy. This is gonna be great. Well, now there are things, there are experiences, there are such sights I need to see. I also want to check on, so... Increased vigor, decreased dexterity. My brother in Christ, I am a ghost. So... where do I acquire the weapons? Ah, Soulless Whisper. Crystal Nova. Squirming Nerve Bundle. What is a Squirming Nerve Bundle? And how do I get it? Increased Vigor. Yes. Oh, it's parasitic goop. I haven't had a need for that in, like, ever. Andy. Also Nyx. Yes, hello, Nyx. So let's see. The Nova Crystal, the re-refined Violium. Yes. Oh, and we can already make the Nova Crystal. Fantastic. We're about to commit the crimes. I've got the solarium. Also, I'll not give message on the Igor Vigoring. Hold on. Really? We don't have enough dying stars for another? Well, consider me disappointed. I figured we'd be more than enough. We'd be more than done. Alas, we need more. Also, how do these one-handed weapon finishers work? You wish you could quack too? You can! And the question is, Pandy, are you on mobile or are you on desktop? Quacking is free, you see. Which on mobile? As in the app or the browser? You are on, like, Chrome. Also, who uses mobile? A lot of people. I'm surprised. You have it open on your computer only. Well, if you wave your mouse in front of the stream itself, you should see something pop up on the right side of the video. And one of those will be sound alerts. Most of the sound alerts are free. 2 of them cost bits, which is a Twitch premium currency. I really don't get it. For 5 bits, you can play a gunshot. That's bang. It is loud, and I dislike it. And then there is Kickball Thwack Loud, which I have recently increased the volume of because while it is incredibly loud on its own, it wasn't quite as loud as I had thought it was. Ah, smoke machine. I'll yoink that real quick. Yes, that one. I mean, it's entirely harmless. If you are uncomfortable with that and don't want that. I'm confused as to how you're on Twitch, but no, that sounds scary. I mean, understandable and comprehensible. I'll not press you into doing things you're not comfortable with. Also, is this a glitch village with the thatch roof and wood walls? Does it not literally rain fire here? I may be way slower now, but I'm still probably faster than vanilla by quite a margin. Or I'm moving at it exactly vanilla, and it's kind of funny. rain fire if I stick around, but for now it's just raining cats. Yes. Yes, it is. Also, if I ever want to get safe, I can just clip into the ground. It's like, oh no, I need to go into my inventory and sort things out. Alright, just gonna position myself in the middle of the wall here. Someone just got bodied over there. And I can just look. I still don't know what combos with the fist weapons are. Like it says primary and finisher. What is a finisher? Oh yeah, I'm free of the fear of lava. Wait, this opens up a weird question. If I go to one of those lava worlds, can I just Danny Phantom through it? Maybe it's a PvP thing. Who knows? Who knows? I apparently took fatal damage from that. It's a good thing I can just go invisible. Just, no, I don't feel like taking damage anymore. I no longer wish to be squishy. I wish to be literally invulnerable. I have two states, literally unkillable and I hit away from death at all times. Case in point. Swing, 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 slowly falls through floor. Yep. Also double chest. Pharaoh headdress and flowery shirt. One of these things is not like the other. One of them isn't supposed to be here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna Google the issue. Starbound finishers. Oh, you have to have a glove in each hand. Do I just want to spawn the codices? Save that for the end of the stream. Because we're gonna get there without a doubt. We're definitely gonna get to the I've put a lot of hours into this and I can't put no more. On the plus side, we did become a ghost. Cat learned to start a shotgun, and we've gone ghost. For good. I can't wait to put the cat boy behind. It's less to put the cat boy behind and more... I'm running out of things to do. And as fun... as fun as Starbound is... I'm not exactly getting the jollies from going planet to planet and just... looking. Yeah, I'm sure you know how it is. Like, oh, I'm on the search for this specific thing. Wow, I'm having the worst luck, and I'm just not finding it. I will say, Esteban and the Neki were... At this point, people usually recommend overhaul mods. Yeah. Either recommend overhaul mods, or people get really into the colony aspect of Starbound, and it's just like... Well, that's not why I'm here. I kind of enjoyed Starbound for the... Not the finality of it, like... But it having a bit of a concrete ending of... You can keep going, but the world is your oyster. Just have your fill and move on. Jumpsuit jacket. Oh, don't get it. Kraken Universe, or whatever that other one is, because I don't recognize it. Ooh. Ah yes, Latvian rent strikes again. Alright, so I should have, yeah. That in the offhand, that main hand. Interesting. So we have options. We could have a gauntlet. We could have the Supernova Gauntlet. I swear there's a Vega Gauntlet as well. If you're familiar with a Vega from Street Fighter. I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with a Vega from Street Fighter. But you never know. Oh, that is silly in a self-destructive way. Interesting. So there is one thing I need to test. I need to know. I need to get an answer on. So where is it? So the Ministry of Knowledge Stronghold can be a very straightforward place if you can phase through walls. I want to know if I can just skip the entirety of it. If I can just wall phase directly to Big Ape himself. See ya, nerds. This seems like a you problem.
I can get out of here.
Yes, we farm bosses efficiently now. We left the arena, so it reset. Oh no! Well, it's interesting to see that there's a failsafe for this. this is so cheaty? Yes. Also, Pandy, I see you caved. It's very gratifying, but bullshit. I agree. I'm inclined to agree with you. I had to fight this thing legit more than once, and... glorious. Those. That. Excuse me, I just need to warp through reality. Just need to go for a quick reality walk. Hold on, this area is normally inaccessible. Naturally, everything still works, it's just... Okay, so they're empty. I wonder if they're hard-coded to be empty, or if I'm just unlucky. Well, I guess that answers that question. We can speed farm Big Ape if we want. We could probably speed farm every boss in the entire game at this point. But why? Why would we do that? I mean, it's nice that it's an option now. Also, the Curse Dash is worthless to me. Curse debilitates foes via random debuffs. Well, that's great. Too bad I have something that does way more damage and is better at it. Wait, hold on. Actually, we'll be able to figure out whenever we go to, we're gonna go to this friendly ship and we're gonna find out, is Warp Through Reality, is Wraith Walk, Gloom Walk the best tech in the game, by de facto giving you invulnerability and wall phasing? Costs 40 energy per second, travel speeds, scales with agility, holding shift while doing so will remove the invulnerability and phasability and halves the overall energy cost. Oh, so I'll be able to sprint with it as well. No, but we can just use it as flight. So the sprint doesn't work in any meaningful way. Unless you want to make it more efficient. Hi, would you like to turn off invulnerability? Would you like to become vulnerable? Alright, this still allows us to fly around with no problems. Which is really funny in a really messed up way. Also, walking on flat surfaces is apparently a problem, as I frequently start sliding around. Friction, friction, wherefore art thou friction? Alright. I need to check about life as the recently deceased, so... More max energy. Hold on, so what is my max energy at now? Over 1,000. And I'm pretty sure because of, yeah, energy regen 8% a second. I think I regen too much energy. I think 8% of the 1064.25 is a bit excessive. It's a bit too much. The trade-off is I have 52.2 health. I am made out of papier-mâché. However... However... I suppose if we were in classic mode, I wouldn't be able to use two-handed weapons, ranged weapons, or magic weapons. I'd still be able to use the kitty claws, however. Those are free. Oh, 120% base power with fist weapons, scales with int. Oh, these are classified as fist weapons, aren't they? I see. I understand. Well, now, truly, life, reality, and the world is my oyster. Geodes. You know what's funny? I have no strong feelings about geodes in real life, but in Starbound, in Terraria, they are the coolest shit. What do we have here? You know, we went from super satisfying to flying over mountains to strangely satisfying to just fly through them. Is this what happens when the cat runs out of lives? Is this what happens on the 10th cat life? They become incorporeal and float through walls. I don't want to mess with you. Vanished. What's the joke? So I'm a wraith that has shock affinity. Am I a poltergeist? Poltercats. Even with this snail-like speed, I am catching up to World Gen, apparently. Well, we asked the question long ago, like, "Aw, that looks really cool. Phase through walls," and we got to ask the question, and we got the answer of, is it any good? Yes and no. It's good because you can just speedrun every boss in the game by just warping through the world and skipping directly to where they are. It's bad because it's slow. My god, is it slow? Granted, it's slow from the perspective of I played around with the other movement tech, and it was so fast. Another small problem is that you can't jump. I don't know if you've noticed, but the thing for the phasing is space. And that just instantly takes effect. I don't jump at all. I just begin to phase. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. So Ratty's rat brain has made a connection that it really shouldn't have. It really shouldn't have made that connection. I really hope it's wrong. We're gonna find out. Moon's haunted. I know, I'm here to rob him. Okay. Oh. Well, we can't just rob him and then chuckle on him while incorporeal. We can, however, move and mine at paces unseen by such things before. I'm both relieved that I can't just dab on top of the ghost, and disappointed. I cannot stress enough. He'll become faster than me. Yes. Eventually. But, how much fuel will I have by then? I could also just use my new ghostly abilities to just warp through reality and find giant pools of liquid fuel like this, and then just straw them up. My inventory is full. I can't grab anymore. Well, looks like I'm going for the solid fuel. Enough to explode. Yes. Also, the ghost cheats. It will teleport around to get closer to you if you get too far away from it. But, that's a future problem for the future rat. Quickly. Oh, it's busy. Now we can get even more milkshake. We can steal the moon milkshake and drink it ourselves. While stealing the rock candies. Insert Sonic meme lines. You're far too slow. You can't catch me. I wonder if his speed caps out. You know? Like, I've never bothered to test how fast the ghost can go. He does seem to have an amount of haste to him. He's hauling quite a bit of booty now. I think there's a kill box down here, considering we're in the no-go tiles. No, the inventory is full once again. Also, we slow down significantly whenever we enter a liquid. Moon dust. We don't need moon dust. Excuse me, I'm going to slip past you real quick, and, I'm here to steal your milkshake. You need to understand I have a need, a compulsion. Joke's on you, Mr. Ghost. Sorry, inventory's full. Time to leave. So we have more than enough fuel for the next, like, 8 playthroughs, allegedly. I say that, but we don't even have a full tank. But that's kind of the point, partially. We did get our answer, though, that we're not immune to ghosts. That is a really weird thing to say out loud, like, yes, we have physical immunity, we're immune to damage, but what is our spectral immunity? Can we dab out of divine judgment? Also, I need to do this. I need to do this for my own catharsis. I hope you all understand. Bye. Oh, hey, look, I can just dab in here and grab the hat. Dab out of divine judgment. Look, I'm free of damage. I can't be harmed. You need to understand. But can I, like, when Gabriel blows his horn and Judgment Day is sounded, can I just ignore it? Can I just leave Gabriel unread? Like, ah, yes, it's time. I'm gonna do a rapture. Can I just not? You know? Very compelling. Oh, hey, look, the boss. It's that meme, just peace sign, and then, like, Star Trek teleport noise. Like, what other mission, like, the worst part is that despite this power, I still would be kind of fucked up by the, what's it called? The bounty hunter missions, just because of how much traveling is required for those. Like, the Baron's Keep doesn't have that much traveling, it's pretty straightforward. You know, let's go to the Grand Pagoda. Let's go ahead and just dab through that real quick. Go body check Azranox. Part 1. Oh god, going into water slows me to a crawl, oh no, my one weakness, hydration. Get fucked. Very compelling, fish. No. You're now approaching the basement. I am well aware where I'm approaching. I don't need no save points. Back here. Look, your form of a kickball won't save you this time. Get shit on. Hello, fishy. So for people who don't understand, I'm like, oh, what's the point? What's the fun of skipping through the entirety of the dungeon and just going to the boss? Which I can only describe of, in one of my playthroughs, I got the boss trophy for basically every boss. I had for at least the crystal, I had it for Dreadwing. I specifically remember I had it for Dreadwing because that was an easy farm, TM, in quotes. I spent way longer than I should have trying to get the one for the Ministry of Knowledge for Big Ape. I couldn't. I think the Big Ape was the only one I didn't get. You'll get it after your 79th playthrough. And, like, that is really the only explanation I can give for, like, wow, that looks like it'd be really boring and strips all the fun out of it. No, that is the fun of it. You don't understand. Like, were I a younger rat with fewer gray hairs and a less gnawed tail, I might agree with you, but I've lived that life. I pursued that nonsense. I'm going to ignore that. Also, I can't help but, like, chortle at how edgy this magic orb is. I want to ponder this orb, the demonic runestone of sins. Was this on sale at Hot Topic? Ignore what? I'll ignore that statement about Master Splinter. I will say the funniest part about that statement is I do have a lot of my relatives learned some form of martial arts, whether it be karate, Muay Thai, or whatever they could at a time. My God, the amount of... The amount of my relatives who were just like, yep. Well, it was more like, there was the old guard generation, my parents, and, like, that section of the family, and then it's just like, alright, our kids have hit single-digit years old and are old enough to walk on their own. Time for them to learn some self-defense. But why? It's a peaceful time. There's nothing wrong. Well, you see, that's where you're wrong. We're going to teach you some of the secrets of life, such as the true path to prosperity is through crime. And we're going to teach you how to reach heaven through violence. And here's the true nemesis, the false labs. Ah, the eye shield. The loading, like, yeah. Since, well, I was running into loading more with the other flight tech because I was moving so fast, but... Ah, yes, the hard stopper. It's kind of like why I'm fine with the slower move tech here. Because, like, oh, I can't go nearly as fast now. Well, that's kind of a good thing. I'll run into fewer load zones. Is what I'd say if I weren't running into load zones anyway. This is also kind of one of the downsides of keeping a Starbound character alive as long as this one has been, is that the world gen starts to get a little hiccupy, a little funny, a little quirky at night. And I don't know why. Like, I rather doubt that this is someone's first exposure to Starbound, one of my admittedly poor playthroughs of like, the base game content. But I'm pretty sure in, like, all of them, they all end up with like, problems with the rendering and with worlds just loadant. Oh, hey, look, more birds. Am I even in the right system for birds? What system did the birds need? Did they require? Ah, yes, I beg pardon. Wait, hold on, I'm an idiot. I can expedite this process. I can speed it up in ways it was never meant to be sped up in. By teleporting. And we're back to hitting the load walls. Hold on, if I progress in a fast enough manner, and it does that load gap thing it does, where it's like, oh, sorry, you've hit a load wall, but on the other side there's an area that isn't load stopped. Oh, an Apex Rebel outpost. I have absolutely no idea what's wrong with Twitch right now. It's being weird. It's fine. It's fine, you say, you claim. I'm starting to feel fatigued. I'm feeling a little sleepy. And I'm uncertain whether it's because I have grown weary of this playthrough, or if I'm legitimately tired. Ooh. Ooh. The former. I've grown tired of this playthrough. I mean, I was desperate enough to do colony stuff. I like how all of the Apex have the Apex Lab aesthetic, and then there's just the cat boy who lives in a rock shack nearby. Colony stuff. Is one obey sign. Why? You know, something tells me that this colonist is a spook for the Ministry of Knowledge. Just a suspicion. Oh, you're ready to sign on. Why not? Yeah, sure. You can join the crew. I don't know why you'd want to, but to each their own, boys. There's plenty for all. Hold on, secret note. Hold on, let's read the secret note. Are you psychic? So do I. We should hang out. I don't have copper bars on me. The hubris. Also, is the cat just staring at dirt? I don't think I'd respond properly. At least you get to respawn. He's saying hi to the dirt. I mean, somehow that seems very on brand for the Neki. Walks out of apartment or house, looks at the ground. Hello, not food. In the same way, a scientist could walk up to their coworker in an HEV suit and shout, "Hello, Gordon." Enjoying the nut. I have no idea what kind of hat you made for yourself, but, did you give yourself Vash the Stampede goggles? And you didn't offer them to me? Hello, Gordon. Enjoying your afternoon nut? Look, I'm not insinuating. I'm outright claiming that the, resonance cascade, 3 pieces... No, I'm not giving you a bird neighbor. The resonance cascade of Half-Life 2 was caused because you touch yourself at night, Gordon. Also, did you know he cut his ponytail? The sellout. Ah, 420 pixels. You really should draw a chin for this ship. Something just to fill in the void here. You know what you should do? You should give it a cat collar. Like a bell. A collar, a form of identification used by pet owners to identify their specific pet. A collar, which may or may not also contain identification. A fuck off bell. I meant more like a bell meant for cats, but like, hey, if you're gonna interpret it that way, like, just a bell. Just like right about here. I was more expecting, you know, a jingle bell, a circular one, but, and make that area buildable. I mean, I guess anything's better than just having this room here. This little box that exists to mock me. Why to mock me? What fits down here? What is the point of this little area? It's like those underneath the cockpit places in movies. I don't have an onboard prostitute. I'm not a space trucker. Where the good guys sneak in. Well, that was an exceptionally short ad break because I think Twitch changed some settings on the back end, and it's not doing great. Turn it into an interrogation room or prison cell. Why? Also, is not this entire ship an interrogation room and or prison cell? Because it is for me. Why do none of you have NAS? I hate you so much. No, I'm not getting you a guard neighbor. You're not allowed to have more people here. You couldn't change the vanilla layout, only expand upon it. I mean, I get that, it's just... I don't know. Beak seed, sugarcane, and wheat seed. Why did they want these things? What could this person even want? So they wanted beak seed, wheat, and sugar. What does that even make? No idea. Understandable and comprehensible, it's just, I don't know. Everyone's a critic. I have no solutions, only complaints. One peak seed tart. Oh, I see. So that's why I couldn't make it previously, when I had gathered the ingredients. Beak seed jam. Beak seed tart, created out of necessity in beak seed season to make use of all the jam. Understandable, comprehensible, nightmarish beyond portions. I lament the olfactory senses I have been born with. Welcome to the neighborhood. Have a tart. Please thank them. How about no? The game really wants me to have a shield. Here, the mighty bug. His name is Quint. Not Quentin, just Quint. Isn't there a joke about him being a quince and crapping dark matter? Right, we're gonna go back to the two-stop teleshop and we're gonna grab our other movement tech. As nice as being completely invincible. Stick a pencil on top of the banana. No. Ah, perfectly generic items. Those would be necessary were I requiring them. Oh, hold on, I'm an idiot. There's one more thing I have to do before I switch back to old tech. I need to go body the ruin while completely invulnerable and flying directly towards it. Imagine being that ancient evil that drove all life to near extinction, only for some dumb cat boy to just teleport onto you and you thinking, alright, it's made it this far, but I'm clearly the more it is phasing through reality. It is currently rapidly approaching my location. What? We made it here so fast that, well, it was having trouble rendering. Sucks to suck, Azra. I'm not real. Joke's on you. Excuse me as I just exit reality real quick. Sorry, this is some one-way bullshit. This is some catharsis. I don't know how to explain it in any other way other than just... This is such a long time coming and it feels so right. Something's wrong, or the ruin is doing something fucky-wucky. Joke's on you. I can just leave. Goodbye. Adios, I don't need to be here. Oh, that is some really fucked up catharsis. But I have to say, I absolutely love it. Stick a banana in the pantsu. Handy. Handy, why are you like this? Why are you soliciting me? Why do you have a desire for a banana pantsu? That's a lava world. We don't want to go there because there's no reason to go there. Lava world, lava world. Not a lava world, but a gas giant with one orbiting body. Hopefully it's a planet, not a moon. Midnight. We can work with this. As long as we don't get hit by Newton's biggest cross-up again, we should be fine to explore the planet as normal. I say almost getting hit immediately by Newton's cross-up. Bird. Look, the trick is to move so fast that the game can't render anything. And anything it does render can't hurt you. More Nova kids. On tundra planets, frozen stars. Yes, I know, but I've gone to so many of them, specifically looking for those things, only for the planet to go, this is a tundra, yeah, you can totally trust us, and then to not do that. So this one got tundra. Hold on, let's go back to that little corner I was at before. So, tundra, that one doesn't have a tundra. 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 How much gaslighting do I need to live through? Arctic is tundra, but ocean. I don't know why they found it necessary to have tundra, but ocean. These dungeons can be found on any planet type aside from moons, any ocean worlds, including magma, Arctic, and toxic or garden planets. I'm aware they can be found basically anywhere. But Old Ratty is just like, oh, they can be found anywhere. But they're probably on tundra worlds. Me specifically searches for the tundra worlds and whatnot, and it's just like, it's not there. And pick a frozen star. I know, I looked. Oh, hey, would you look at that? First thing we find on the tundra planet is goddamn fish. You're not supposed to be here, little fishy. You're supposed to be in the ocean. Swim, swim, hungry. Also, what did I say? It goes like, oh yeah, pick a tundra planet. All right, and immediately into garden world. Why? What is the point? Frogs. Oh, hey, look, the wrong kind of apex. That's 2. Let's see if number 3 is going to be a dungeon. I'm saying it now, I'm placing a bet. I think the dungeon's gonna be a Florin dungeon. Do not ask me why. Also, it's shifted. The biome is shifted. It went from garden to midnight. Don't ask me why. Ah, aliens. A violin. For some violins. I'm in suffering, in pain. have I, Lucy? Oh, hey, look at that. I was wrong. It wasn't the Florins. It was Glitch. It was 3 settlements belonging to 3 different groups, none of which are what I need. I'm in pain. A Fiducie, if you would. I'd really rather you wouldn't. But here we are. Pain. Innocent. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, what do you know? This system is already done. Well, time to move on to the next system. I feel like I'm going to have a disassociative episode. But don't worry, everyone. I'm sure the pain of a migraine will snap me back to reality. Sorry about that. Someone stepped in and asked me something. You know how it goes. Right. Definitely already have the violin. Oh boy, who's ready for banjo? If I have to suffer through this, you all have to suffer through it as well. Alright, what do we pick here? I think TM we already have all the logs from normal Apex Town. Ah, so we have no reason to be here. I'm not even gonna look. No benefit from checking. It only increases the frustration. Well, that's worthless to me, and the Benny Hill theme. Guide me, Benny Hill. Guide me. Look. This is the manifesto. This is the anthem to the clowning of the Rat Man. As he looks for God damn... Oh, look! A sewer! It's where my sanity is going to end up. Happy Days, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, Liberty Bell March, I don't know what Liberty Bell March is. One ring to rule them all. Is this what go... I think it actually qualifies under the definition of proper insanity because I'm doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, and I'm expecting things to change. And this is the problem, TM. Hold on. We got a live one. Potentially. A fresh log after all this time. We've been closely studying the family of earthbound predator species identified as the most probable source of the foreign genetic material. The proportion of its members vary greatly from shoe-sized ones to ones as large as a mushi. Their innate perceptiveness, agility, and relative strength appear to be superior to those of most other Earth creatures of similar size, traits which would be highly advantageous to strategic operational assets if enhanced by the relative genetic code. The possibility of the original research being militant or tactical in nature can be all but ruled out at this point, as there's no evidence to suggest that any attempt to introduce much, if any, physiologically superior genetic code were ever made. It would appear that the alterations made by the humans were purely cosmetic in nature, with no apparent goal of genetically enhancing their own species in any meaningful way. See, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Two in a day. Oh, praise be. It's only the second or third one of these installations I've been to. Some manifestations of the foreign genetic code have been puzzling. While gene expression of external features is amply diverse, the psyche remains largely identical all around. A docile disposition and general apathy towards any reasonable stimuli, with only very specific triggers being reliably reproducible. Since we originally assumed the presence of genetic sequences responsible for inhibiting reproductive drive implied engineered means of controlling their numbers, the recent evidence of it being all but unrestrained with regards to other humanoid species may point to this assumption being inaccurate. We can think of no practical or otherwise sensible reason for this inherent discrepancy, which theories of it being much more nefarious in nature are starting to crop up. I'd personally like to believe that the real reasons are simply much deeper than our current understanding of humans can account for. I regret to inform you that human horny and the intergalactic bonk has not fallen upon us yet. Le giorno. Ah, the supernova gauntlet. Well, we don't need another one of those. It is statistically unlikely for there to be a second one of these installations on the same planet, but we're going to check. X is K. I regret to inform you that I do not into the Russian speak. Ah, we're here again. Well, we're done on this planet. Glorious. Like a hard H. There are jokes to be made about that, but let's not say we didn't. Moving on to the next tundra planet. A hard D, and I've never met a D that wasn't. Yakety Sax. The Flintstones. Oh, hey, look, a Florin village. We're not here for the Florins, however. Godfather. I'll be there for you. Thomas the Tank Engine. I wonder if this is gonna get hit for copyright. I know a lot of TV show songs get hit, but like every day you've ever experienced was? Family dinners must have been incredibly awkward. We accept the stalker music. I really shouldn't be playing Chicken with the proverbial Russian copyright. But I guess the hope is everyone's too busy at the moment to care. Gordon, Ferris Wheel of Pripyat, Stalker's Life. He was a good stalker. I'm not dead yet. Anime, video games, Ark Survival Evolved. Okie Dokie Literature Club. Ah, yes, the Plin Plin Plon. MIDI Bit Crushed Plin Plin Plon. MIDI Banjo Plin Plon. Just play it using some insanely obscure instrument. Does the harmonica count as incredibly obscure? Because, like, no one plays the harmonica. I've never met someone who unironically plays the harmonica. Like, oh yeah, I learned how to play the harmonica, and that's just what I do. Bagpipes. There's an entire culture for that, and all of Scotland would jump you in a heartbeat for insinuating otherwise. I'm in pain. Done here. I didn't see anything. Did any of you? God help you. No, I learned my lesson. So I was gonna grab the trumpet and do E1M1, but E1M1 being episode 1, mission 1 of the original Doom game. but that is copyrighted up and down and fucking sideways. I have no idea how E1M1, such a like a well-known song, is that heavily protected in that way. But it is. Hold on, Careless Whisper, I saw it for a second. Holy shit, that's sped up. I get the feeling that they sped up Careless Whisper to such an extreme extent so they could fit the entire song into MIDI. I genuinely don't know whether this will get tagged. This is going to be very interesting to see. People who are familiar with the song, Careless Whisper, I want you to try and, like, in the back of your mind, fill in the lyrics. Because I'm trying to, and it's deep frying my mind, because Careless Whisper was not meant to be played this fast. It hurts me in ways I can't explain. We found another one. What in the name of fuck are you doing here? I left this system and then I came back to it? How did I deep fry my mind in such a way? I think I was too distracted by the prospect of saxophone. Also, on an unrelated note, I was recommended... What in the world is it? I was recommended some old meme videos. And you might be wondering, how old are these old meme videos? Well, one of them was 16 years old. It was the original version of some old shit post. Like, the YouTube algorithm has shit the bed once again. I feel like it does that every now and again, where it will just be like, oh, sorry, we forgot everything. Hold on, here's videos from like, the start of YouTube. Would you like to see, is it a good idea to microwave this again with Jory Cameron? Remember the tinfoil shield? It's there to protect their nuts. That was funny, like 20 years ago, right? And I'll be honest, going back and watching some of those videos again was a treat. It was just... why? I could play the Bane. What is the joke? What is it? Stairway to Heaven or Wonderwall or whatever the fuck it is like forbidden notes in guitar shops. And for 9 to 5 employees, All I Want for Christmas Is You from Mariah Carey is theirs. Metallica hit their own live stream with copyright. So, I'm not even gonna attempt that. Nirvana. Queen. Shmo Yoho. Everyone remembers Shmo Yoho. They were relevant for a time. Shine Down. Skillet. What was that song Skillet made that made them very, very popular? I don't remember. Smash Mouth. Oh, yeah, co-founder at Smash Mouth, Livent. I will say that it's still funny to think about, like, oh yeah, co-founder Smash Mouth died. Oh, this is a sad occasion. Like, they may not have been a band I was super invested in, but hey, it's always a shame, always a pity. And then the internet was just like, hey, did you know that he had a real passion for oral, for eating that bit? It's just like, no, I didn't. But I guess the name Smash Mouth makes more sense now. He was an oral aficionado, and he was very vocal about it. Starset. Did Starset have a break with the Tron live-action reboot? Because I don't remember. I know Daft Punk was involved, but I think Starset helped out in some way, shape, or form. I don't recall. House of the Rising Sun. I always liked House of the Rising Sun. Granted, I have shit taste in music. At least that's what I've been told, so I'm not one to talk. But, I'm told people hate that song. Don't know why. 3 Days Grace. Hey, Pandy. The Great Anime Wallening. Cowboy Bebop. It was either Greenbird or Bluebird. One of them was very good and sticks in my mind. Ah! I'm sure you're ecstatic to have that. I would make the honest joke of, tell him I said hi, but that would be weird. What a weird thing to say during sex. I mean, if you're currently in the process of getting your back blown out, more power to you. But is that something I really need to know? Not yet. Ah. So soon. Elfenlied. I remember Elfenlied had a very... What's the term for, like, church music? Evangelion, because everyone knows Evangelion. Everyone, even people who don't into anime, will know Evangelion. That shit spread far. FLCL, Fooly Cooly. Furious, who's my moderator, is very obsessed with the band that did a lot of Foolie Cooley's music, The Pillows. And I don't blame him. They do kind of got that bop going. Oh, that sounds awful. And I'm going to switch off of that because Japanese copyright is not something I want to tangle with. I crunched myself on the floor. Full Metal Alchemist. Oh god, Ready Steady Go was the opening for old Full Metal Alchemist. From up on Poppy Hill. Ghost of the Shell standalone complex. Man, Ghost in the Shell got that live action reboot, and I was excited for it, not gonna lie. I love Ghost in the Shell. Man, I'm not happy. Like, I'll concede, like, I'm willing to accept it as the gateway drug, as the, yes, people who didn't into the anime will see this live-action movie and potentially want more, and then get into the actual good stuff, the anime itself. But, that live-action, Cat. I'm out of my uniform because I've died like 6 times this stream. Girls und Panzer. Favor the Fireflies. No, thank you. You never watched the anime. It wasn't awful, it was fine. So, the only way I can describe it is like trying to, like, being sold something like, oh yeah, this is Game of Thrones TM. This is Game of Thrones, and then they show you Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. And it's just, no, this isn't what I signed up for. I know what I wanted, and yeah, sure, this has the same themes as Game of Thrones, but it lacks every other bit of substance. You can't just put 20 years of an animated series into a 2.5 hour movie. It don't do into that. The Hobbits, yes, yes. But I stand by the statement. There was so much depth just lost in the live action version, which is kind of par for the course, but and I'm sure there's a statement to be made that the anime lost so much compared to the manga. But, like, you only watch that. And I'm sure it's fine, but, like... and it seemed like an okay movie to you. Again, it's probably not bad. It's probably that I had my expectations set way too high, which isn't that surprising. But like, I'm trying to think of a good simile here. I made the Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings simile of, yeah, sure, similar enough, but it's more like going out for your anniversary and you pull up to McDonald's. Yeah, that's an anniversary meal, all right. Are you that financially down bad? Like, it might be said like, oh yeah, we go to McDonald's for our anniversary because that's where we had our first date, and that'd be like, that feels not good. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Hell, maybe it's more acceptable for people who just don't eat out, like, ever, and it's mostly just home-cooked stuff. Going to McDonald's really is just a massive change of pace and something done on a special occasion. Oh boy, adventure time. Fine, you get me, I'm a nerd. Well, I mean, it could, I guess the only other way I could explain it is if I... Like, whenever I first started describing your mod, without reading any of the lore, without knowing anything about it, I'm just like, okay, this is clearly, you have a closet fetish. How much lust into the cat girls did you put? And you really needed to make it apparent that it's not that bad, TM. This isn't a fetish. Yeah, right. Oh god, Charlie the Unicorn, Candy Mountain. Oh hey look, more normal Apex towns. I'm here for your Apex dungeons, don't you know? Family Guy, Gravity Thaws. No, it's Gravity Falls. Although Gravity probably wants to thaw out at some point so that it can drag me kicking and screaming directly into the ground. Yeah, My Little Pony, Peanuts. I'm still unconvinced, to an extent. Like, there's gonna have to be one hell of a twist, one hell of a spin to convince me that this hasn't been some, I don't know, liberation story. Also, the mentioning of My Little Pony did send you for a brief moment. It's almost like your name is Pandy Pie, and your chosen avatar is that of a pony. Please protect me in these trying times, classical music. Oh, it's a bird. I'm a cynical fuck. I'll put this in the shortest way possible. I've been robbed by family members. Of course I'm a cynic. I know for a fact I can't trust family, so why would I trust anyone or anything else? Ah. Well, we had two settlements on that planet, and the dungeon was a Florin one. Disappointing. Ultra Pinball, the game says. Ace Attorney, Investigation, Miles Edgeworth. Oh God help us all. Pandy posted art. I mean, that's an innuendo, and that's just softcore porn, isn't it? You see, I had someone in chat called, Not My Noob. They apparently were into crochet and knitting, and, now I've got you in here on the exact opposite end of the spectrum. Yes, literal knitting. Knit one, purl two. Like with the really long needles. Needles? English. At least that's their story, and they stuck to it, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm gauging you as a furry because you've rolled up into my chat with a furry, and a very open furry at that, and it's just like, what? No. And it's just like, look, this is the internet. If that's what you're into, you don't gotta lie about it. But with an aim like that, I really can't believe you. Ah, we're at prison again. Advanced Wars 2, Animal Crossing. Ah yes, Animal Crossing, a soundtrack for every hour. God, there's a lot of Animal Crossing. Prison dialogue. I know about your prison dialogue. Isn't your partner, your better half going to solve this problem in a moment for you? Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. Bastion. Bastion. What problem? Excuse me? No. Don't piss on my hat and tell me it's raining. I really need to do another playthrough of Bastion, but I do not have the emotions for that. Or for context, for people who aren't absolutely insane and aren't able to pick up what I've insinuated here. Way back in the day, whenever Bastion first came out and it was the hot thing, I, like many other people, played through Bastion, and I fucking loved it. God, there are no words for how much I love the video game Bastion. There's just one tiny miniature, teensy-weensy little problem, and that's, I was going through some shit when playing Bastion, so I have some buried emotional connections to it. So if I were to go back and start playing that game again, I'd start having those feelings come back. And, I'm terrified of my emotions, so I'm going to go ahead and not do that. I also would be compelled to sing for all of you. You might be wondering, what do I mean sing? You don't exactly sing along to the Bastion soundtrack, and that's where you're wrong, kiddo. There's some very powerful, and by powerful I mean very good vocal tracks in Bastion, and I've memorized all of them. You love that the fog is clipping into space. Yes. It's just going out there. But as I was saying, it's in another dimension. Interdimensional fog, you see. No, you see, that is clearly my ectoplasm as I've become a wraith. Fabulous. Why am I molesting? Look. I know Pride Month is over, but, if he's into it... The classic statement, if he's into it, I'm into it. Gay midget? Now, I have no opinions on whether or not the midget is gay. All that I know is that, no, that joke doesn't work here. Never mind. If he's into it. He's not puking. You can see that those rainbows aren't coming from his mouth. He's channeling it through his palms. Also, he's got a little groove going on, a little dance. He's not struggling, he's partying. Through his pole. No, you see, it's clearly a fractal of light. It's coming out of his disco stick. God, that is a fucking reference, isn't it? You know, I normally don't care about what famous people do or are up to in the day-to-day, but sometimes I wonder. Like, I wonder what Lady Gaga's up to these days. Has she settled down, or is she still... You know... Also, I'm pretty sure this is the second time I've circled this planet, and I'm just not picking up any dungeons of any description. So, I guess whatever it is, isn't for me. You know, now that I think about it, the last news of note that I can recall about Lady Gaga was she wore a dress made out of meat to some event, and then she had the meat turned into jerky and sold it. For oodles of money. Which tracks for Hollywood. Wasn't that like 10 plus years ago? Yes. So like, I need to point out, I've been told that I don't live under a rock, I live under the damn mountain. and I'll stand by that. I'll take that as a fucking badge of honor. I have literally no idea what's going on outside of my little area of the woods. And I'll stick with that. I don't need to know what's going on in politics or with the world outside. I have my own little concerns here in my well. Which I will respond with, like, there's a statement to be made like, oh, but shouldn't you seek to not be that frog in a well? To which I will respond with, I couldn't change things anyways, so it makes no difference to me. I live under a bridge. I'm not a troll. I am friends with someone who goes by Trolls Under Bridge, though. Ah, the Tesla staff. Good to see it again. Nothing. Work with these. Nope. Nope. We'll find it eventually. My legs! Think I only need the mansion-type labs, really? How am I supposed to know? Give me just a second. Oh, I need to stretch. You don't know? You didn't make the... Oh, wait, you did. For once, I'm not in a grave of my own making. Someone else prepared this grave. I just elected to hop into it, and now I'm suffering the consequences. Ah, there's the hydrate reading. And the stretch. How lovely of you. Alright, give me like 5 minutes. I say 5 minutes, I need far less than that. I'm gonna stand up, stretch properly, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the sound of Test Arena. Oh, right, we're back. Sort of. For now. Right, we're back, and while I was up getting hydration, it occurred to me, I witnessed that it's raining heavier outside than I'd originally thought, which is bad. So I had to put out the rain buckets. Wait a minute, that's not tundra, that's snowy. Yes. Ratty lives in an old building, and the roof isn't watertight. So anytime it rains well, I was gonna say particularly hard, but basically anytime it rains, I have to put out buckets to catch rainwater. Otherwise it goes into the carpet or the hardwood floors, and that's bad. Everyone knows the dreaded wet sock from a ice cube that fell somewhere. But imagine you wake up in the morning and your socks are wet, not because an ice cube fell somewhere or a pet trailed water somewhere, but because the roof is leaking. Oh, hey, look, Apex. Rebels. And nothing to do with the rebels. Oh, hey, look, it went into Tranquil Forest. Because why wouldn't it? Also, according to Pandy, potentially the only closets that matter, the only Apex labs that matter are the mansion-style ones. So the ones that are above ground, not underground. Well, that's great. Those are rarer than the underground ones. At least so far in my playthrough, I found more underground ones than I have above ground ones. Dear game, can I convince you to render faster? I'd like to explore these planets with efficiency. Oh, it's more birds, everyone. More birds. You don't know, it's just a theory. A game theory? Pandy, you claim to have made the mod. I'm trying to think of a shitty joke here, but no, let's not say we didn't. You added the Codicea loot pools to the lockers, yes. I mean, I guess it would track like, hey, I don't know if these lockers are coded differently. Or if they're like tagged in a weird way. Or it could literally be just Ratman has bad luck. Part 60. It could be a flagging issue, like, oh, these lockers are flagged in a similar way the ones at the end of the Ministry of Knowledge ones are. Because believe me, if I could cheese getting the rest of the codices by doing the Ministry of Knowledge and just flying through the world, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I'm pretty sure the ones at the end of the Ministry of Knowledge are all flagged to always be empty. Because they're, you know, inaccessible. I say that, but I'm not sure. Oh, yep, that's unmistakable. So you can't hear it, but I can. Also, you're on the wrong planet. Which castle why? I didn't die yet. Right, so I was gonna say you can't hear it, but I can. So I hear the rain buckets doing their job behind me. And I've impacted with the ground at terminal velocity. Oh, it's a prison. Does it sound as quaint as I think it does? It's the sound of water slowly dripping into a plastic bucket. So not really quaint. I mean, if Chinese water torture sounds quaint to you, then yes. Yes, it does. Except instead of it dripping onto my forehead and slowly driving me insane, it's slowly piercing through my headset and the game audio. And subconsciously driving me insane. Also another... the definition of cozy. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. That one's a bit too rude, so let's not say we didn't. Alright, so this planet is the only tundra planet in this entire system. Great! There are so many things I don't say. Why? Why don't I say them? Well, because they're meant in jest. But sometimes, I've had it happen more than once that I've been told that I've been outright mean to someone when I was trying to tell a joke. It's ruined a few relationships, believe it or not. Like, ah, yes, this is a joke. This is peak comedy. This will be funny. And it was not funny. They did not find it humorous. Do you legit seem like someone who'd be easily defended? Well, here's the thing. I don't know you. You seem fine, but maybe I'll hit a sore spot. A social verbal taboo. You know, like I'll bring something up that you personally find completely abhorrent and something that's not something you joke about. Everyone is different. No two people are the same. Also, we're going to check this place again. I say again, but check this place. Oh, I got one shot by that. Whoops. Why would you get mad at me for something I couldn't possibly have known? I don't think you understand that that is the story of my life and the long-term problems I've had with many sources of authority in my life. What did I do wrong? You weren't supposed to do that. How was I supposed to know? You just were supposed to know. Jest you? Look, the joke is my life. Gotta say, it's not a particularly funny one either. Mostly sad. Almost entirely sad. Here we are. And besides, the joke would no longer have any meaning. Acting as if I can even recall the joke. Alright. The curse of mobility being too high, I can't slowly descend through the terrain. How healing items have become... Just happens to be... We're both on a stick, it just happens to be a different kind of stick. I disagree. Alright, so this lab has yielded 0 codices of any description. I don't think it's given any Apex codices or... This harms me not. The game won't let me teleport over. Well, if I could get hurt here. Is there a way to inflict damage upon myself? Did I accidentally pick up a bomb somewhere? Nope, I tried. We're done here. Oh, hey, look, the grenade launcher again. Oh, lovely to see it. Yep, this has all been empty. I haven't seen any of the, any codices of any description in this place. Ah, Brock. By the god mode invincible or a one-shot pansy. Yes. And you say one-shot pansy, I prefer one-shot wonder. Title of Ratman Naughty Tape, Volume 7. See, we have tundra and snowy on this planet. Oh my, I'm a bit tired, fine otherwise. That's the snow planet, that's the tundra planet. And that's tundra as well. You've been playing Tarkov. You're getting tossed in Tarkov. Requires much concentration. Yes, I'm aware. It's one of those extraction shooters. Extraction looters. I don't know. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Nope. Not what we're looking for. A log we've already read. So we know the logs can spawn here. Ratman's just had such abysmal luck, he hasn't seen any. Okay, so the mutated Apex do just one-shot me. You're playing a single-player mod, as you generally can't stand sweaty tryhards and or cheaters, but you're having a lot of fun, though. For Tarkov? Tarkov has a single-player mod? That sounds fun. At which point you're playing single-player Sea of Thieves, but in Russia. No, no. Nothing to note. Ah, the hood with ears. Gather round. Unsanctioned. Lol. I mean, the best things in life are unsanctioned. The more you're playing the single player, the more you're thinking of actually going online in its stalker extraction without the mutants. Nice to learn the game. I mean, it's probably also really important to learn what the gun do, though. And why you should always carry a Taz. I'm going to go ahead and scan this planet real quick. It's statistically unlikely to have a second Apex lab, but, who knows? You discorded me all the existing log numbers. Alright, so we've got the thing open, so... Briefing 3-5... 6-11... We don't have 34, 49, we have 71 and 79. .103 personal, 107 personal, 114, 121, and 128 personal. We're missing 128 official, 121 official. Also, you're running an MPX right now. It's been keeping you alive for some reason. Lol. Well, hey, look, whatever works. .121, 128, 103, 79, and 71. 121. Yeah, 121, 128 official. 103. Yeah, 103. 103 official? 103 official, yeah. 79. 79, 71. No, we have 79, 71. I have the 70s. auto-translate not saving you today? Cool shades. Why does your keyboard keep changing on its own? Good question. Don't have an answer for you. Oh yeah, my health is so low that the medical kit heals for an insane amount. A rhetorical question? Well, that's a question you may wish to point to your partner, as they know more about the technologies that I do than you do. Then who do? It's under disappointment. It heals for more than I have, correct. Considering I made it of papier-mâché. As an advertisement for my own Discord. In general, I'm going to post a 2-second video. It's a short 2-second video of the food I slow cooked today. While it was in the slow cooker. It is mostly potatoes with a giant chunk of meat. And all I can say about it is, it was delicious, and it made my home smell of meats. Although it looks kind of like a foot, which I find hilarious. I will say that it was done perfectly. It came apart very easily. It was very tender, very juicy. I will say I did try something different with this one, as compared to the last times I slow-cooked meat. Oh, it did some sliding, alright. But as I was saying, I did something different this time around where I used fresh chopped onions. I bought onions, a bag of onions, and then I chopped them up and added them manually. I had to chop them and do the old elbow grease so early in the morning before my day starts. And I did that instead of using the minced dried onions that I have. The rest of the recipe is basically the same. All I can say is that, outside of what I understand, from outside of it having a heavy onion smell for the early part of the day, it's come out pretty consistently with what I've come to expect of it. Although having it as diced, chopped onions instead of the minced onions, it does add a little bit more. What's the term? More texture to it, more consistency, more food. The neighbors must have been ecstatic. Yes, the bears, the foxes, and the coyotes were all ecstatic to have the smell of onion. I don't have neighbors. Codex already known. I don't know why I'm still picking up the manipulator modules. It's not like I'm going to use them for anything. It seems like these underground labs can have what we're looking for. It's just they are incredibly rare down here. Andy, that is a word. That is a word you've typed. Another remote grenade launcher? Look, that's got one too many accent marks on it for me to even try. The little squiggly over the N and the umlaut over the O. No, that frightens the rat. Be grateful it isn't Cyrillic. Look. In my lifetime, I've had a whole lot of Cyrillic thrown at me. I've understood absolutely none of it. Oh, look, human colony. Why would humans create the cat people? It's almost like they wanted to fuck them. I mean, the greatest twist of all time is if in the logs it's revealed that they were actually created by former Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, as a way to combat Japan's declining birth rate. Prismatic. Reads as, that's not a word. It's like what's his name? Tom Scott did the nonsense words, like disintegrating at the very prospect of Kroppet. Now that's a wholesome idea for background story. Japan, in desperation to prevent themselves from non-existium, decided, you know what? We'll create cat girls here. Here, you fucking hikimoris. Take the cat girl. Please, I beg you. Just have kids already. You can't breathe? Please, you destitute shut-in? I'm begging you. And the best part of it is, I think at this point a lot of people know what Shinzo Abe looks like because he's the first Japanese politician to get assassinated in quite a while. No, I don't think that joke is in good enough taste. Let's not make that joke. No, I think that joke would be in too cruel, too poor taste. Let's not say we didn't. Do the joke? No. For you see, the joke isn't about crude or lewd. It's about a political assassination. Fun fact I learned. There are a number of strange extremist religious cults in Japan. The one I was most familiar with was Enshinrikyo, which had anime weeaboo Jesus. There's apparently a different group of religious extremists called Unitologists. And apparently Shinzo was done in by those guys. And it's just, what do you mean? There was a second religious extremist group that tried to get away with political assassinations. Japan, why? Well, this isn't where I need to be. If I had a rocket launcher that could damage buildings, you could bet your ass I would be floating through the air, carpet bombing civilian targets. Man, if I keep talking like this, I'll get elected president. You're dying here? Not yet? I mean, you do claim to be a nurse, so I guess a Doctors Without Borders encampment does qualify as a target. At least for the Americans. Why, oh fucking why? There's corn. Also, I like how this tundra planet turned into a grassy forest. Tier 1 forest, by the way, filled with gleeps and gloops and its fish. Because apparently easier stuff pays way better. Full disclaimer, you haven't practiced your official job in over 7 years. I mean, what is your official job? What was your trained position? Just a certified nurse? What, have they been having you do, like, paperwork in the back for some reason? Sorry, the accountants. You did med school because... Look. Your father was doing your future husband a service so that, your future husband could unironically say, "Hello, nurse," every time you walked in. That's Animaniacs, right? Wacko? I don't know. $144. Money. You enjoyed none of it? I don't think I've ever met someone who genuinely enjoyed going through their education and training. Like... No, that's a lie. I know a guy who joined the Air Force TM, and he loved every second of it. Hypochondriac acts? Is that different than generalized hypochondria? Or is that the Freudian variant? Anywho, back to the point. Back to the insane story of that person. So that person was a fucking weirdo. My associate who went to Air Force TM. They were always an oddball. I'm surprised they got accepted and didn't get rejected from armed service because of psychological reasons. But nope, they got let in, and it's just like, wow, they're really gonna let you. And it's like, good for you. I'm glad you're happy. May God have mercy on the rest of us, though. You had to convince him that, no, dude, what you have is benign. It's not radiation poisoning. I mean... That's more Apex. We found the promised land of Apex Labs. Too bad they're the wrong ones. Don't go underground. Fuck that. Look, you need to understand. I go where the diamonds are. Why are there so many remote grenade launchers? Okay, so it seems, TM, that whenever it comes to these underground labs, it is literally only the two lockers. The ones that actually look like bookcases or secret repositories of information. Otherwise, it's not worth going to. It seems. It seems. Also, I think it's always log 6. Siemens. Terminal fluid built up. It's a conspiracy. Ah, yes, a conspiracy like, cum is stored in the brain, and I've got a headache. That quote is another one of those Dookie Nukie ones. There are a whole lot of weird Duke Nukem fake quotes, which turned into real quotes because John St. John is a saint. You fucking figure that one out, bud. Yes, yes. I think there is specifically one where they either have John St. John say it, or they use the sentence tweening, or whatever the fuck they used. Or they just had someone do an impersonation of it. A good old Duker Nuker saying it, and it lives rent-free in my head. Hold on, let's see if I can bring it up real quick. This may be spectacularly loud, since I'm opening this in, Never mind, I opened it up in Steam Overlay, and, Steam Over's like, sorry, you have to be 18. Damn it, YouTube. Paste and go.
Gum is stored in the brain, and I've got a headache.
Glorious.
Struggle.
Yes. Also, OBS or Twitch or whatever really didn't like that. Alt-tabbing, opening up Firefox, playing a video, specifically YouTube, it's just like, I'm allergic to this. Cease and desist. We're going to drop frames. You know, on the topic of struggle and that sound clip is specifically the many from System Shock 2. And I added that as a sound alert way before the System Shock reboot was, like, done TM. Like, the System Shock reboot had... Well, I say reboot, but remake? Remaster? Whatever you want to call it. I've had that sound alert for a while now, and I'm Redux. We'll go with that. But I've had that sound alert for a while, and I really, and I can't say this enough, I love System Shock 2, the original. And, the modded community version that ran on, like, the new Raven, or New Dark, or whatever the hell it was. Because it made it so much more approachable. I never bothered to play the Redux. I need to, like, set time aside for that, but, at the same time, something itches at the back of my mind telling me that I won't like it. That my enjoyment of System Shock 2 is mostly nostalgia, and if I go and I play it again, I'm gonna hate it. So I'll relegate myself to watching the playthroughs. Walkthroughs, Let's Plays. Because I remember System Shock 2 was great. System Shock 2 doesn't have a Redux, but System Shock 1 does. System Shock 1 was... What? I mean, that is a System Shock, but in a really different way. I didn't hear that sound alert. Did anyone else not hear it? Or did Bonk play a noise? Or was it just very quiet? It didn't. Oh, I must be pretty down horrendous then, because I didn't even hear it. My sounds are all over the place volume-wise. Yeah. Yeah. For the most part, I think the loud ones that are supposed to be loud are loud, but the ones, all the rest are just kind of spaghettied. Mostly because audio files are not standardized. Not in the way I'd like, anyways. Oh, I heard that. Oh, I heard it that time. I thought that was in-game or something. Brigadied. I think the biggest problem with the sound files I have is that, I kind of sort of rip them from videos and whatnot myself, and, I don't sound balance them at all. So it's just like, alright, we get what we get. Also, I'm obligated to make this statement. I would say it's a joke, but I have odd tastes, the deviant tastes. Ugly clothes, you don't know the sex appeal of a lab jacket. It's so handy for catching all kinds of fluids. It's what they are for by design. It's what they're generally for. Lab jackets, lab coats. Lab bikinis. I'm pretty sure there was a joke about that on that old, what was it? Was it MTV, Spike TV, Mansur's TV show that existed for a little while? College frat science. Unmistakably horny, justified by, hey, we're doing like frat boy Mythbusters. You're probably not old enough. No, you definitely are. Although it quite literally was not meant for you. Mid to late 2013s? I mean, look. Stun glove. The real question is how much of the rearing was by the Neon God? How much unfiltered access to television and or internet were you provided? As a growing up or person who lived through the advent of the internet? God damn it. Pretty unlimited. On the topic of unlimited internet access, someone I was talking to brought up an old, spicy website. It was Live Leak before Live Leak occurred and died. Was raised as a good girl TM. You know, I don't know whether to say, extra doubt or, yeah, that tracks considering how you act in my chat. It's not a bad thing, it simply is. That and how open you've been in my chat, which is what it is. Generally speaking, this is an accepting channel, and I'm an accepting person, but, yes, little... This is open? Hey, I never said this was a judgment-free zone. No, I have said it's a judgment-free zone. I don't judge particularly much. Also open? This is open? I mean, you're the one who... I don't know, is it? Sorry, I'll phrase it this way. You were raised to be a good girl, TM. I was raised on fear and physical punishment. So talking is being open. Talking and talk back, I should say. And it's birds. It's birds once again. It's a bird dungeon, everyone. I'd really rather it wasn't, however. Alright, I think we'll finish out this system whenever it comes to planets. Another prism shirt. Provide me the prism. I wish to be prismatically spectacular. I think it's about that time. Time for you to scarper off to the partner. Prismatic narwhal. You're just messing? You're both tired? Yes, I see, I see. The classic, not tonight, I have a headache. We'll probably pass out. Well, I hope you sleep well. Have a good night, have a good rest. He's not exactly a hornball. I need to know his secrets. How does he accomplish this? How does one stop being horny? I've never heard it phrased like that. Why is it birds? Why is it always birds? And sorry, CPA is usually enough. I mean, that's generally how healthy relationships go. Things only happen when both say yes. There's no bizarre guilt tripping going on. Have a great suffering. I'm going to finish out this system and then call it myself. And then maybe call Starbound itself. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Have a good night, Pandy. Hope to see you again. Enjoy your sleep. We're just going to leave this planet now. I think we looped. Think and being certain of are two different things. Legwear, get rid of those. Ah, and there's the end stream alarm. Talk about timing. I like the hood with ears for reasons I can't explain. Insert a joke about Ratman being into anime and cat girls. The reality is, I just have no standards at all. Last planet, we get to take one final peek, one final looky-loo. And yeah, yes. Well, we immediately got fish. Let's go ahead and double back and go the other way. So we know that if we run into a fish manor... Lots of rendering. Rusty metal skull, you're not supposed to be in there. You're part of a different biome. The Leviathan dust. Impractical but stylish. Also, I want to point out how much it bothers me that you can't get these in any way, shape, or form. You can't have the prismatic people. Alright, well, we found another location, another point of interest. Another point of intrigue. Science coat. Nope. Nothing. Not a zip zilch. Disappointment. We already know this courtesy. Unfortunate, heartbreaking. Such devastation. Ah, Zia's legacy. We'll grab the Tome of Many Colors. Now, it's unlikely that there is yet another above-ground lab, or underground lab, or lab of any description. But I'm obligated to check, to take a quick peek, a quick looky-loo. Organites on a stick. Ow, my bones. Why was I programmed to feel pain? On the topic of feeling pain while playing video games, I really should invest in a haptic feedback vest. Called the Yucky Sits. Not to be confused with Broken Fucky Sits. Well, that's an underground dungeon, alright. Not the underground dungeon I was looking for, however. As we continue to outpace the world rendering, because the game runs like poo. Mountain. Nothing, nothing, so much nothing. So much disappointment. And we're back to this place once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I mean the boys and girls sarcastically and ironically, because there shouldn't be kids here. I have the streams marked 18 plus for a reason. If you are a child and you've somehow made your way here, where are your parents? Surely your parents will take responsibility for giving you unfettered access to the internet. And any, you know, problems that may entail. Well, not my problem. Until it is. Don't worry, I just did some minor inventory sorting with the ending soon screen. Don't worry about it. Alright, so who is streaming currently? Also, I have 2 VIPs in chat, my god. For once, more than one of you is here at a time. There were 3 of you then. Fascinating. Let's see. Monster Peace is streaming Dark Souls 3. On a laptop, of all things. God help them. I received... what? I want to point out, I started my stream 4 hours ago. 3 hours ago, Twitch gave me an alert. The automatic ad length and frequency feature is live. They turned it on by default, didn't they? I thought my ads were being fucked. Anywho, we'll be ending here shortly. Thank you, Twitch, for pushing an update and then waiting a whole ass hour before pushing the alert for that update. It's appreciated. It's great. Anywho, before I end the stream and send people over to appropriate people, remember, you can guide the raid for the low cost of, what is it, 3,000? Yes, 3,000 channel points. Raid channel, Control V, Monster Piece. So Monster is currently giving Nameless King a try in Dark Souls 3, which I find hilarious, because as far as bosses go in Dark Souls 3, Nameless King, hardest one in the base game. Not the hardest boss of all Dark Souls 3, but for the base game, without a doubt. Ah, Dark Souls. What a cruel mistress you are. Well, have fun, you two, going over to Monster Piece. Hope to see you all next time, and have a good night.